Okay, you want to see how we turn this into this? Stay tuned with this tutorial. It's a hair design, Ash from MindForgeX Technologies, and today I'm going to be using Maya, the Maya software, and then with the XGen plugin, I've created this beautiful afro-looking style hair. First things first, let's migrate your character and then get your character over here. Before we proceed, bear in mind that we have this character as a Google Drive file, so you can have access to it and see the other elements that we've used into creating this beautiful character named Mirana. The textures are added, the hair is added, the clothing, as well as obviously the sculpting process, and I'm going to be uploading them after I step by step after I upload this file. Okay, let me import the character that I want, Mirana over here. I don't know why I said migrate. And then over here, and then go side view, choose the face mode, and then over here, we select it with this option over here. We get it from behind the ear up to the forehead, and then press Ctrl 1, and then we can separate that section, basically crop it out. I think it's okay. And then we go to XGen, create a new description. Up here in the top, choose the name, and then the new collection, to be able to partition out the model so it's easier to distinguish where is everything. And then you need to click this placing and shaping tick box, and then you press generate, and then press character guide, and then around the head you're going to place these tiny dots where you want the hair to grow from. Yep, over here, nice and slow, steady does it. And then we want to make sure we don't leave out anything. And then we're going to fill out the inside of the hair. We don't want to get a bold character. If we leave out a place, there's going to be a bolding area, and then if it places it, it's going to be combined with another web guide, so it's going to be messy. So we need to be a little bit careful with this. And then we go to the object mode, we select the hair, and then we press R, and then that's how you scale, by pressing R, and then you heighten the density, and then you see how it looks best. I'm more of a 70s guy. No, I'm kidding, I'm a 90s kid. But then I just like that kind of style, so I'm just gonna make an afro style, and then I'll lower the density over here. Over here, you see, actually, let's not forget this thing. Over here in the graph, this is how you kind of change the style. So basically, it gives you, over here we get the effect that the distance that it gets from the sculpt, then the more you get distance from the sculpt, you get the more fitting effect. And then you come over here. It's just mostly tweaking and playing with it, so it's really optional. But when you kind of play with it, I can see I can press 5 for the count, and then density over here, just gonna make it a bit less. The more you play with it, the more of the effect that you get, how it kind of works out. I don't think this is okay, so I'm just gonna change it. Get the build. I'm gonna change the CV build. I'm gonna come back to the modifier. The CV effect kind of adds the knots inside the hair. Be careful, actually, not to increase the radius over here. So right here, I'm gonna just like, make it 0.8. Just kind of playing, changing it. Okay, and over here in the graph, the left side is the scalp, and then the right side, it comes up to the tip of the hair. As you can see, the effect. And then I'm gonna add a new coil. Let's see what happens. Yep, coil. Two coils here. So basically, the extra coil, as you can see, it just adds the effect again. 20 is too much, actually. Let's just see. Let's make it like a 5. Yep. Let me just change that. I like the curly style, like I said, so it should be okay. Let me just fix the noise. And then you see the wavelength here. You're gonna just change the noise over here. Just gonna like, play with the wavelength over here to get my desired effect. Just gonna go around to show you how it works. And again with the first coil to see which effects is best. Changing the noise. Let me just place the update. Then again does the rendering again and shows you how things are. Let's go around it. Let's see. And the noise. What I can do. Let me just actually play with the pressure. The magnitude over here. So that's gonna strengthen it a little bit in the noise command. And clumping. Then clumping was one of the main commands. You usually get this error because you usually need to fix the guide setup maps, the density in the environment that you wanna fix. So you press generate, and then the yellow shows which environment that you want to work, which places that you want to work, which radiuses you want to work with. So if you press color BP, it shows like how it's being affected, like I'm just gonna move around. Okay. And then like heightening the density to see the final effect. Back to the modifier and the color preview. I'm just gonna uncheck it to see how like it normally looks, and then just gonna play again. No. Just gonna show you how it works with the coil. So it involves a lot of playing with the hair, obviously. And then radius, make the radius 4. Let's see what happens when I make the radius 4. So when I kind of play with the hair. Nah, gonna go again back to 0.5. Yep. Let me see. This actually looks nice. Or in my opinion. Depends really on your style. So let me just work with the clump scale again. Again, gonna heighten the strength, the radius that's being affected, and then adding a noise again over here as well. Press 8, and then with the graph, I'm just gonna change it to enhance the style. By enhancing, I mean the style that I want to get. Much better. And then the next command is the cut command. is where we're gonna, like, you know, just gonna press rand, which does a random, gives a random kind of effect, and then in the brackets gonna give the figures, which is something between 1 and then 2.5, and then it's gonna randomize and do the cutting in the area. And what else can I add to it? Yeah. And then the normals, changing normals is better effect. And then in the use animation section, just it's kind of my checkbox to see what we need. And then for the modifier CV count, let's press it to 10. Not bad, but it's actually a bit too much, to be frank. Hey, let's compromise. 7.7. Okay, 7. Much better. Generate the seed to 1. To be frank with you, in enhances, I don't know, to be honest, what kind of effect it does, but it's much better. And then over here, the guides. This is where we give the effect of the hair. How is the flow of the hair? Is it spiky? Is it dropped? Push back. This is where we do the magic. Just gonna work with the scales here. Like for instance, at the back, normally it's to give it a realistic look. It's a bit shorter. And then with the sculpt guide, just gonna change the shapes. Over the mouse. The red bit is where it's being pulled from. It's basically the most effective area. And then the other place that I want to change is around the ears. Yeah. Like I said, besides the 80s, I'm more into curly style, so this is what we want to get today. Sorry if I'm using my preferences for today. Yep, and then changing forehead section just to give, you saw that effect, so now you know how it works. It kind of drops down towards the forehead. And then let me see around the ears, and then over here, just sculpt guide command, and then by selected, and then by pressing sculpt guide command, just these are the ones being affected, and then the perspective. Again, the perspective view is much easier to change the angles. These are the extras, but because I want to get the realistic look, I believe this makes our character Mirana much more realistic. Selecting these three as well, and then just gonna pull them a bit down. I just don't want to get combined with the mesh over here. Yep. And then the hair around the back. In front, you see it's kind of pulled down. Let me just pull it up again, making it stand straight. Yeah, something like this. And then just to see how from preview section. Yeah, much better. That's how I like my character. Yeah, much better. Much better. As you can see, guys, with just a couple of simple commands, you can get the hair effect that you want. Let me know if there's any specific hairstyles that you're looking into. I'm an Afro guy, so that's what I did for today. Besides this, I want to just share your thoughts and comments on how we can improve the delivery of the video and our tutorial. Thank you all for watching and staying with us, and wish you all guys best of luck.